Hi, I'm Richard Todd. I'm going to be reading chapter 3 of the Han and Chewbacca saw their cockpit's comm unit blink on. From the comm, a woman's voice spoke. Fornax station flight control to approaching Korean YT 300. Fleet close shave, the court controller said. Do you copy? Close shave. Loud and clear, Han answered. He winked at Chewbacca. They had adjusted their ship's transponder to identify the Vulcan as the close shave, a fake name. My co-pilot and I are just passing through, Han continued. Though we'll see the firings. Maybe we have permission to talk. The controller directed Han toward Docking Bay 21, where an invisible tractor beam pulled their ship into the docking bay. Good thing we read the Vulcan's transponder with a fake name, Han said. You never know who might run you into the space station. If there are any Imperial ships in the area, we don't want them to notice us. Chewbacca growled a question. Don't ask me why the Empire has any interest in Fornax, Han replied. All I know is that when the Falcon picks up an Imperial signal, we don't turn and run. That would only attract attention. The best thing is to remain calm. We'll go about our business like everything's normal. Chewbacca growled another question. Well, if that happens, Han answered, we will fire our weapons at everything in sight, and then we turn and run. Han whimpered nervously. Don't worry, Chewie, Han said. We're just picking up a small cargo container. What could possibly go wrong? After the tractor beam placed the Falcon inside the docking bay, Han and Chewbacca secured their ship and headed into the station. Chewbacca brought a bulky travel bag with him. From what they could see, Fornax was a popular destination for tourists from all over the galaxy. As they made their way through the crowd, Chewbacca overheard a tour guide explain, the rings are actually solar prominences. Fornax attracts them from its own sun. I noticed Chewbacca trying to glimpse the fire rings through a window. Stop gawking, fuzzball, Han whispered, and keep your eyes peeled for Imperials. Han was trying to guide Chewbacca away from the windows when he accidentally bumped into a tall man who wore an expensive cape. Spinning fast, the cape man bellowed, which way you going? Yeah. Chewbacca moved in front of Han and snarled fiercely. The startled man stumbled backward. Relax, Chewie, Han said. We don't want trouble. He faced the man and added, my fault. Sorry. It was then that Han noticed a group of 20 other well-dressed people viewing Fornax through a nearby window. A young woman in an elegant gown turned from the window, saw Han and Chewie, and moved toward them. She stopped beside the cape man and said, What's going on here? Han said, I was just apologizing to silence and Han with her glare. The woman snapped. I am the Royal Marchman Sorry, bad title. Just, I can't pronounce it. Of Vienna. How dare you spoil my holiday? Technically they're not spoiling the holiday. I don't dare nothing, your highness, Hans said as he breezed past her. You're spoiled enough already. The Oh! The woman's mouth fell open. She was stunned and speechless, leaving the frightened woman behind. Hand and Chewie spotted an information center. A noted sign gave direction to the space station storage center. Han reached into his vest pocket and removed the database card from Bib Fortuna had given him. According to this data card, Han said, Jabaka's cargo container is in locker B392. Say that any louder. I think everyone could hear you. Chewbacca was about to turn away from the information center when Han grabbed the Wookiee's arm and said, "Hang on. I think I just found someone who might be able to tell us if any Imperial soldiers are on board." Chewbacca followed Han's gaze to see an ancient four-armed droid standing beside a shoe line stand. Oh! The stand had two seats. Both were unoccupied. He stepped over to the stand and climbed up onto these seats. He glanced down at the old droid and said, "How about a shine, pal?" "Really?" rasped the droid. He shriveled his tacticals to look at Han's black boots. Then the droid looked back at Han's face. "You really want me to polish your boots?" "That's what you do, isn't it?" Anna asked. Hold on. Let's see how long this thing is. Oh, how long? "Your boots are my specialty," the droid said brightly, "and I'm afraid I don't look as much as I like." As he began rubbing polish into Han's boots, he continued, "Few people care about how their boots look anymore, or appreciate decent footwear." The droid glanced at the nearby Wookiee's fur-covered feet. Chewbacca snarled. "I mean no offense," the droid said. Han said casually, "If you want more work, maybe you should move to Imperial space." "Oh," the droid said as he lowered his lower arms muffled Han's boots. "Why, there." Han shrugged. "You should thank me thinking about who has lots of boots to clean. The first thing I thought was stormtroopers." "Good deduction," the droid said. "I've heard that stormtroopers can be most unkind to droids. I think I prefer to remain here." And said, "I guess stormtroopers could be a rare sight at Farnock Station." "I've never seen one," the droid replied. "Well, thanks for the shine, bot," and said, just inserted bot. He rose from his seat, swiping at Han's left boot. The droid said, "I'm not done." But I am, said Hand with a grin. And Chewbacca stepped away from the shoe shine station and muttered, pretty clever, huh? Chewbacca murmured in response and replied, no, I can't explain the Imperial signal we intercepted, but let's just finish the job here. As they walked off, they didn't notice the shoe shine dried right arm and speak into a transmitter. The man seemed curious about Stormtrooper's droid whispers. He's heading for the storage center. do, do, do. Tune in for next time for Chapter 4 for the continuations of Fire Ring Race. And I will be back, but not today.